Great fellas, I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with a uniquely low tier on the main channel with a tier 7, and the main reason why we are playing with this tank because currently it is on sale and I believe many people may consider buying it. As you can see, it's over there, and Wargaming is sneaky mother truckers. They are making you to check out the store daily if you want to claim your daily free gift, which is over there, so keep this in mind. And it is opportunity for me to cover this vehicle since last time we played with this tank was back in 2021. It's crazy, and now this is what we are working on. We are working on covering the tanks I haven't played in a very long time, where the lower tier goes. Quick information for every and each of you fellas. Index page, you know that to the bone how the things are looking like. Just a quick information, keep this in mind. You can log in via our gaming API and you can rate the tanks. In this situation there's 290 votes for this vehicle and the tank is rated epic, where the fun goes and overall goes. And in the same time fellas, keep this in mind, we have extra channel, it's called Skill for L2 Extra, right? If you never seen it, I would highly recommend to check it out. Those are mainly the best games which I had on the stream, plus on top of that there is something else. If let's say I play something else, as an example Resident Evil 4, if you want to check it out and whatnot, there is plenty of the good stuff, so feel free to subscribe there. It's free, and keep this in mind, you can always unsubscribe if you do not like something, right? Anyways, first things first, what do we have? We have a tier 5 matchmaking, so this is bread and butter for us. And what this tank is, and why am I highlighting this vehicle in the main channel instead of extra channel? Well, this is quite easy answer to your question, fellas. In my humble opinion, this tank is one of the best tanks in the game, and where the light tank goes, it is extremely fun and extremely nice overall. What is so good about this vehicle, at least in my humble opinion? Well, this tank has extremely nice gun to offer. You are shooting like a bloody it's like a bloody pom-pom gun. What do I mean by saying this? Just like this, you know, this can be absolutely insane, and this can be extremely fun to beat the living crap out of the enemies just like so, right? It is just a fun vehicle to get rid of the steam whenever things are going badly in the game. If we are talking about the standard ammunition, it has 143 millimeters of penetration, which is not ideal, but it has 1100 shell velocity. But this tank fun begins whenever you are loading gold, and with a gold you have 195 millimeters of penetration and 1463 shell velocity, which is absolutely glorious, and this is just amazing. And I honestly would recommend to shoot gold. Skill, you gold noob, you all the time saying the gold. I get the point what you are saying, but in my opinion there is some tanks in the game which simply requires to shoot the gold ammunition in order to feel great and in order to feel good. But hey, once again, that's only me. You have your own choice. At the moment this tank is on sale for 30 euros. Is it worth it? Well, you know, I do not know what is your finance situation, you know? So for a money it's very hard to say is it worth it or not, but where the fun factor goes for this vehicle, I would say this is as high as you can get in the game. Honestly speaking, I do not really think there is many tanks or any tanks that can give you more fun, at least from my point of view, as a sucker for light tanks and as a sucker for the auto loaders in the game, right? That's only me, obviously, right? I really want to highlight this. And now we need to try to figure out how we can play this battle, fellas. I really want to start flanking the enemies and slap the living crap out of them. I want to load the full gold at the moment, and I think I know how am I going to do the things. This is going to be risk it for the biscuit situation. Skill, what does it mean risk it for the biscuit? Whenever you go in front without thinking too much, and whenever you are saying blah 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 blah, this is the risk it for the biscuit situation. And you may think I will approach those guys over there. Answer is no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to destroy Artas with a big smile on my face. I will slap them like they never been slapped before, and after that we will go for the heavy tanks who are sitting here. So this is my plan, this is my hope, and this is my dream. I'm pretty sure that artists won't expect this one, so this is exactly what we are looking for. And as you can see, Levhash noticed us, but my man, it is a bit too late. I'm so sorry. Oi, 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 oi. Beautiful. Now we are going to load the standard ammunition because we can, even though the Hummel is about to reload. It's not going to be the easiest way to hit us. I am just going to trick him like this, and we are sitting kind of all right. And now we are going to enjoy the art dance party. He thinks, ay, 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 if only I would have a better team. Yeah, if only you would have a better team, my man. Unfortunate. Now, next, when we eliminated artists from the game, now we are going to say hello for this T-150 and Vaka and the Tiger. Right? I want to start flanking them, and I want to say, hi, how are you doing? I hope you are enjoying yourself. This is my plan in this situation, right? And once again, this is a lot of fun to play with. As an example, we met the poor soul. He's looking at us and he is thinking, Yoptararai, what kind of a machine gun do we have in this kind of situation? And we are sending him back to school since he's a student after all, right? Once again, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful vehicle. A lot of fun to play with, and just one of those excellent tanks in the game, which is, whoa, mi scusi, that was my bad, which is just pure fun, if you know what I mean. This is a pure fun in my humble opinion. That's how I would describe this vehicle. Sorry, Chaffee. That wasn't intentional to touch him, but you know, it happens for the best of us. And once again, pure fun, pure enjoyment, just a great experience overall in the world of tanks. I think it is rare to have tanks like this, which are so much fun to play with. And yes, we can say that we had an extremely good matchmaking in this situation, and it is the case. We definitely had a good matchmaking, but nevertheless, you know, it was pleasure and it was enjoyment. Also, we are going to play 2 more games with this vehicle, so I believe matchmaking will slap us in the balls very soon as well. At least that's what I want to believe, right? Anyways, what do we have? 2.4 thousand damage, 500 assisting damage. Beautiful game. We are first by experience. We are first by the damage. Not a big surprise whenever you are top with a light tank. And plus on top of that, we made 90,000 credits, although we completed the mission. So without mission, it would be 25,000 credit income, right? That's all. But once again, you are spamming gold with this tank for a maximum pleasure. It's not created to grind the credits because you are ruining your fun in this way, at least in my opinion. Let's go, let's keep it up. Aha, and now the situation is a bit different. Skill, what do you mean it's a different situation? Well, you see, before we had some fun while slapping lower tiers, while slapping the tier 5s like there is no tomorrow. Now we are against the tier 9s. So this is as bad as it is going to get where matchmaking goes, but we are not panicking, we are enjoying ourselves, we are feeling fine. We are playing in El Halluf, this is a standard battle, we are okay. The first things first, we are going to take upper side over there, and we will wait until enemies will try to make pressure like so. And I have no doubts whatsoever that we are going to have someone who is blah, 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 just going like this. We are preparing for our shots, and we are in position. Very nice. Meanwhile, we have Obsidian. Obsidian isn't the tank that would be extremely easy to deal with, if you know what I mean, but there is a Panther. And we can always say hello for a Mr. Panther. As you can see, he is like a meatball for us to a certain extent. And that is okay. This is exactly what we are looking for. And this is exactly what we want. Look at this beauty. I mean, like a bloody machine gun. Fellas, this tank is like a bloody machine gun, I'm telling you. And even though this is not an ideal situation, even though we are bottom tier, nevertheless it is a lot of fun to play with this, at least if you would ask me, right? This is how I look into this tank. Pure fun maker, right? Okay, Mr. Pantera, how are you doing this fine day? And pew 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 pew. Fellas, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this Pantera. He doesn't understand. He did not understood how many tanks do we have here. Do we have 7 tanks slapping him, or we have only one who is going in front like crazy mother trucker, right? And this is the selling point of this tank. This is the best part of this vehicle. Plus on top of that, you are a light tank as well, right? So you can spot if you cannot penetrate, right? Which is all the time awesome, and this is very much appreciated. Good. So far we have a great start, although we do not know how our team will deal against the heavy tanks, or how heavy flank will last. But that is okay, we are feeling fine and we should be alright. Meanwhile, Mr. Kapaza, how are you doing this fine day? I'm waiting until he will go back, and as you can see, he's going back. And that means we can start slapping him. Beautiful. Okay, what do we have? We have Board over there, and we have Obsidian, and we have Kapazan, right? Board is a very, very dangerous tank, but since we have our Indian Panzer who is making pressure in front like there is no tomorrow, we can get involved here to the humongous extent, at least in my humble opinion, right? So we are not going to caco our pants, we are just going in and we are saying, "No, mother trucker, how are you doing? Enjoying yourself? Oh, good to see that. Na 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 na. Left, right, right, left." You see? You have a gun. Even though you are throwing the darts, you can slap the living crap out of the enemies here like there is no tomorrow. For me, personally, fellas, this is one of the most enjoyable tanks to play with, you know? And believe me, for me, it's not hot or it's not cold you are going to buy this tank or not. I'm here to share my experience and to say what do I love in the game, what I don't like in the game, and to show you how to play with one or another vehicle. And you tell me, is it a good tank or not so much? Meanwhile, we have a Mr. Borat sitting over there. We need to be smart, fellas. That's what we need to be. And oh yes, please, please, yes. How are you doing? Not ideal clip by any shape or any form, but we are going to be fine. And also I would really love to slap this Mr. Borat sitting in this position as well. And I have a feeling that soon we are going to go full trollolo towards this gentleman. And even though he can clip us very, very, very roughly, you know what? I like it rough, fellas. How about that? I like it rough. Meanwhile, we are just making a hardcore pressure for this gentleman here, and he is thinking, oh, yop, tararai. This is what he is thinking, and you know what? It doesn't really change absolutely anything. He will start panicking at the moment, he will start running for his life and whatnot. No, Progetto, don't ruin my fun, no! Progetto lit me on fire and my fun was gone. You mother trucker, you live by your name, Farabat. You follow me? Unfortunate. Our fun was ruined, but that's okay. This is not a horrible performance. Let's see the score. And we are back with 1,500 damage, 1,500 assisting damage. Definitely not the game I'm going to complain about. We scored 3rd by experience and 6th by the damage, and we got ourselves 3,000 minus, but that's to be expected. Also, one more thing what I want to share with you, fellas. This vehicle is... pretty much we do not need to count those two tanks because they are extremely rare and not everyone has access to those. So this tank top 3 and top 4 most fun tanks in the game, at least according to the index page, right? So this is absolutely glorious and absolutely amazing. And those are not my ratings, fellas. Those are your ratings. And keep this in mind, you can get involved as well for this. Log in via Wargaming API and rate the tanks with which you have 50 games plus, right? Let's go for one more. Oi, oi, fellas. Last but not least, we have Mountain Pass Standard Battle. This is very, very unlucky because this map is overall quite a stinker for a light tanks, but nevertheless, we are not going to use as much as our spotting ability as we are going to use our darts throwing to the enemy butts. This is what we are going to do in this situation. We have a tier 8 matchmaking, which isn't ideal, but it is how it is. That's what we have. So, how we are going to start our battle? To be completely honest with you, it is very, very, very hard to start this game, and it's overall very hard to play Mountain Pass. After the change, what Wargaming has done to this map, they eliminated light tanks and lightly armored vehicles overall, like bushwanker, tank destroyers and whatnot, to the bloody maximum, right? So this feels extremely bad and that feels real rough. But it is how it is. We are not going to cry about this. We are just going to accept our responsibility and we will try to play for the best of our abilities. We are hoping that our Arta would punish the Mr. Panther while crossing, and luckily Arta did that. That is very, very good, and this is exactly what we want to do, right? we are just simply taking our time to see who is going to be the crosser here. 95 in the face for Mr. Love, that's okay. And you know what? I'm not even getting spotted after the shot. So this is very, very good thing. That means that they should not have anyone sitting in this area. And you know what? In the same time, I kind of would love to play tiny touch more aggressive over there, right? This is how I feel like. I know this decision may be very, very silly and it may be very, very stupid, but I have a feeling that may be the best decision which we could make in this type of situation, right? I'm just double checking, am I going to get spotted over there? And I am spotted. That basically means that they have a light tank sitting in this position, right? This is what that means. And now we are going to go boom, 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 boom. We will try to be the living crap out of this bush over there. Just like this, we are just going for a blind clip. You never know whenever you will hit shots like this, right? You never know who is hiding behind the corner, and we managed to find the light tank who is beating the living crap out of our Russian Borshik. That's to be expected, and this is okay. What we are going to do now we are going to get tiny touch more involved. Is it worth it? Well, soon we are going to figure this out. Light tank noticed that he kind of needs to escape from here, otherwise it is going to be kind of sad. So this is a good play, but you know what? We are just starting our journey. Light tank is running away and he has a protector from the base. Not a big surprise. We are going to go for a clip over there. I still should have time, and now I need to run. Okay, beautiful. Now we need to escape, because if light tank is smart, the light tank will think, oh, this light tank is down to fartable. Now I can go in and I can start slapping. And I'm paying attention at this Scorpion over there, so that basically means we need to take this position and we need to start clipping the living crap out of this mother trucker. Once again, extremely, extremely hard game. Obviously, light tank came back, that's why I'm spotted, but it doesn't really change absolutely anything for us. All we want to do, we want to have some fun, and we want to start eliminating enemy forces for their stupidity. Speaking of stupidity, right, we have plenty of the guys sitting over there, and we are getting a bit of assisting damage. This is exactly what I am looking for, and this is exactly what we need, fellas. We want to keep spotting them, and we want to get some free assisting damage. And you know what? Free assisting damage is a good price to pay. Oho is looking at me. I can see him, and I'm going on the reload instantly, just like so. Also, we can expect that they are just simply going to make a hardcore pressure like this, which is okay. We are not paranoid about this, and this light tank is trying to get involved as well. Is it a bad thing? To be completely honest with you, we are feeling kind of alright, especially if our guys would win this side and they would go back for a base defense. Once again, very, very, very rough experience where experience goes in this game. Just a hard game, hard map, hard matchmaking. Everything is pretty hard in this situation. But you know what? We are feeling alright. We are not going to cry over this, are we? Couple of the free shots just like so, very, very nice. I'm going to go on the reload instantly, and I'm hoping that our guys would go back for a base defense in this type of situation, right? This is exactly what we want to see. Speaking of what we want to see, there is, oh my banana, Scorpion in the back. But you know what? Since we have a free clip over there, I would rather clip the living crap out of this gentleman just like so. Good. We have a Scorpion who is coming from behind. I am very, very well aware of that. I'm paying a humongous attention over there. Unfortunately, Arta is going for it and Scorpion is eliminating us from the game. Kind of sadness, honestly. Just because of this map, our score went down quite drastically and quite significantly. But once again, you cannot choose the map. If you are getting the Mountain Pass, which is in my opinion one of the worst maps to get for a light tanks, that's what you are going to get. And it happened to be that we had a losing team as well. Maybe I could have went for a Scorpion and I could have slapped him in the face. Maybe that was the correct play, but I was greedy mother trucker, which is completely fine. Let's see the score. Okay, fellas, we are back with 1.7 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage. We are third by experience. We are fourth by the damage. Considering how everything went, this is what we have, and overall 7,000 profits. Once again, this is not a premium tank with which you would make profits. Overall, our performance this is 1.9 thousand damage and 800 assisting damage. That definitely could have been better, but it is how it is. This is how the game looked like for us, and I had a lot of fun while playing with this vehicle. It is truly awesome tank, and this vehicle is capable of doing a lot of good things. So once again, returning to the question, would I recommend to buy this tank? Honestly, I think this is as good as a light tank as you can get, where the fun factor goes and where competitive factor goes. Tech 3 vehicles have no match for this tank, at least in my humble opinion, or they are not even as close as being as good as this vehicle is. So, you know, you have a choice. And once again, we could cut the bad games and show only good games, but I think this is not the point of all of this. I think to show the real games is important, and you can see how the things are looking like in the world of tanks overall, right? Anyways, I appreciate you fellas. Thank you very much for watching, and see you very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.